I wish you would just leave my Boris alone. He worked very hard for us, keeping those bodies piled high, yeah. And besides, he's having a baby. In that £3.8 million mansion. It's got 11 bedrooms. Lovely. Oh, and apparently he paid for it with loose change. Maybe he searched the back of that golden sofa. Maybe it was the golden owl lantern. Or maybe he melted down the wallpaper of a number 11. I don't know. Either way, from being broke to, well, having a £3.8 million mansion. Not quite certain how that works. But leave him alone, he's having a baby. Well, Alexander Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, yeah, I don't think it was fair. That Richie Sunak, well, actually it was Liz Truss first and she got beaten by letters, but now it's Richie Sunak in his short trousers and stop the boots. Well, don't trust him. He has no integrity. No, he's hoodwinking you. Well, never mind that old scrawny git. We want a stout Prime Minister with blonde hair. Like Alexander Boris Johnson, you know. Well, he's been scrutinised. He was investigated by Channel 4. And we know what Channel 4 did to Cambridge Analytica. They pretty much destroyed them. And now they've got their talons into my Boris. Ooh, pesky old Channel 4. The Dean Dory should have just sold it off and be done with it. But no. Apparently we're still paying for it through our, well, TV licences, apparently. Maybe. Well, Italy's secret intelligence service was monitoring my Boris. Well, actually, they're monitoring the luxury Umbrian villa owned by the Lebedev family. The Lebedevs, who are they? I don't know, because I'm a Brexiter, you see, so I obviously wouldn't know. Well, actually, no, I'm not. No. Well, anyway, well, they were monitoring the luxury Umbrian villa owned by the Lebedev family, Lord of Siberia. Yes, in the British House of Lords. Work that one out. Or the UK House of Lords, whatever. Anyway, so there he is. We've got Lord of Siberia, Lord Lebedev, and his father is, so-called ex-KGB. But Putin said, you never stop being a KGB. No, can't walk away from it, no. So, they were monitoring this place, this villa, when Boris Johnson, Alexander Boris Johnson, visited it in April 2018. I actually did a video about that, actually. Yeah. It kind of like popped in on the way to a summit or something like that. It was a meeting with the EU anyway. I think it was that was right. So the agency believed that the property, Palazzo Terranova, and a second villa nearby, owned by the family, they're all oligarchs, aren't they? Russians. Well, owned by the family, and were being used for, no, never, not my Boris. No, he's one of us. You're telling me he was involved with espionage? What, a previous Prime Minister? He had integrity, you know. He was honest. He never lied. Oh, actually, they found that he did. They all voted to say that he did. Oh dear, there was an inquiry. There was a report. Oh, okay. So maybe he is. Boris Johnson's a liar. Oh, God. Shiver my timbers. Well, according to the Channel 4 documentary, Boris and the Lord Lebedev, and the Russian spy, Italian security concluded in a secret document that Alexander Lebedev, a former Russian spy who became a wealthy businessman, had continued to enjoy favour and friendship. Oh, yeah, maybe, of Vladimir Putin in his golden showers. and queried whether he had, well, genuinely severed ties with, or genuinely, what can we say it now? Blah, 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 severed ties with Russian intelligence. Well, like I said, Putin said you never leave the KGB. Because Alexander Lebedev was, well, he was in the Bureau. Well, so the KGB. They said he's not. Was it the Evening Standard as well? What's the newspaper he owns? I'll get into that in a minute. Anyway, it stated that the Lebedev's resignation from the spy agency for which he served in London between 1988 and 1992 was considered by many to be unclear. Now, Johnson attended a NATO summit in Brussels in April 2018, where leaders agreed it was highly likely that Russia was behind the Salisbury nerve agent, the Novichok, when Ned got killed. Yeah, he survived. But a woman, did she die? I think she did, yeah. The month before. Well, hours later, he flew to Italy. Did Alexander Boris Johnson? Our Boris never. He's honest. He also has integrity, apparently. He swore an oath, remember that? Where he attended a party hosted by Lebedev's media magnate son, Eugenie, who was Lord Lebedev, in the Palazzo Terranova. Now, Johnson had been a frequent visitor. You telling me that we had a Russian stooge in number 10? That's what it sounded like. Never, not my Boris, because that's what the Brexiters would say. Well, he frequently attended social gatherings on at least half a dozen occasions, dating back to his time as the London mayor. Well, that doesn't surprise me. Look what the oligarchs have done in London. They pretty much bought everything up with, drug money, sex trade, well, pretty much anything that's illegal, basically. Probably restaurants, yeah, maybe. Well, Johnson admitted that for the first time last July, during a session with the Commons Liaison Committee, that he met the former KGB agent at his Italian palazzo without officials present during the visit. Now, that's dodgy as feck. Remember, he was Prime Minister. No, he wasn't then, was he? That was his final, he was the, what's it? Officials during his visit, and he told the MPs, as far as I'm aware, no government business was discussed. Was he actually Prime Minister at that point? By default? Voted in by the by the Tory members and what have you. And he obviously got his 80-seat majority in 2019, didn't he? So I don't know what time of the year this was. Ooh. Well, the report by Italy's Foreign Intelligence Agency, written for the former Prime Minister, Giuseppe Conte, and seen by the filmmakers, was part of a wider security service investigation and was shown to members of the Italian Parliament's Intelligence Oversight Committee in 2021. This is incredibly dodgy. Now, I did videos about this a while back. I just saw this come up my feed, so I just quickly do a video. I haven't done much research or anything like that yet, but I will do. I might have to look at my old video, actually. My old, that might be an idea. Because this is nuts. How is that not flagged as... Surely, MI5 would know about all this stuff. Stuff that's been going on. Are they absolutely useless? It's nuts. At the very least, he was a minister at the time, if not a prime minister. Nuts. Well, Leo Quattrapelle is an MP who sits on the Italian Parliament's, I don't know if I pronounced it right, I do apologise if I didn't, Italian Parliament's Foreign Affairs Committee, told the filmmakers the conclusion of the report is that it cannot be ruled out that Alexander Lebedev still works for the KGB. And there is Boris Johnson putting his son in the House of Lords. And don't forget that the security service said, this ain't a good idea. You shouldn't put Eugenie Lebedev in the House of Lords. This is a security risk. But no, he overrode them. He just Ah, well, that's okay. He's a buddy. Well, there's a risk that he still works for the KGB, or he still is involved with KGB activities, the father that is. The report says that it cannot be excluded that the Lebedev family, Lebedev today, up to date, enjoys enjoys famous favour with Vladimir Putin. Even though Vladimir Putin is, well, I think he's lost a little bit of popularity at the moment. Yeah, consider Peshkashin, well, a bit of an attempted coup went on over the weekend. Well, clearly from the report, it stands out that the properties were part and tool of a network of relationships, and they were part. They're part of a tool of the strategy of influence. All right, Boris, do this for me, and you'll be able to stay in my villa, free of charge. Yeah, it sounds like Dominic Raab as well, doesn't it? Well, this is just so dull. I'm going to have to look into this because there's just a bit more detail on it, to be fair. Because this is absolutely nuts. This is... You know what we're going to get? We're going to get probably a scribbled statement by Alexander Boris Johnson, or a tweet or something. Say, oh, it's poppycock. Oh, it's ridiculous. Oh, it's not true. Probably. God, I'm going to start looking into this. This is nuts. Do you know what? We've got the current Prime Minister, who's corrupt as... Yeah. And then we just had... Liz Truss, who got beaten by less. And then we've got a Russian stooge, Boris Johnson. What the hell is going wrong here, people? There's something amiss. It's like these people have been placed into government, put there. This is nuts. But leave my poor Boris alone. He's having a baby, you know. Anyway, you tell me. Please leave it in the comments down below. Oh, my God. If you've got a sports channel, you can do it on Patreon or buy us a coffee, and the links are down below. And it is very much appreciated. We've also got memberships now, and you can become a Wally. Yeah, that's the name of my dog, by the way. I'm not calling you a Wally. No. But it's like the Wally crew. Yeah, kind of. Anyway, memberships are down below. Oh, I shouldn't laugh. This is really serious. This is flipping hell. Go back a few years and they'll put you against a wall and shoot you. It's treason, if this is the case. And there was a Daily Mail doing post-Brexit, what have you, where they're saying that all the judges are trying, they're enemies of the people and all that. Enemies of the people, they go. What the hell? So judges are enemies of the people when we've got flipping Boris Johnson in cahoots with the KGB. That's what it feels like anyway. You tell me. Please leave in the comments down below. Ta-ta.